My fair lady. Yay! You feel better? Okay. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Yay!
We'll say be back.
You'd be right back?
Be back.
Okay, you start it. Oh, beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. No one wants you to beat it. Let's make some coffee. We're gonna grind some coffee. We're gonna do Sweetwater Organic Coffee Company, and this is fresh roasted right here in my city, Gainesville, Florida. Don't mind the nails, y'all. They're getting done tomorrow. Mind your business. But this is the Morning Glory blend. Of course, it's a whole bean because we're going to grind this bad boy up. And it is a medium roast, and it has tasting notes of citrus, salted caramel, vanilla, and it is sweet. So it smells good. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. So I'm gonna grind this bad boy up. Y'all ready? We're gonna speed it up. Not me making a mess. Hold on. Okay. I forgot I can't pour it straight immediately. I gotta get some of it down a little bit. Y'all been okay? I feel like we haven't done a grinding in a while, so I wanted to spend some time with you and do that because it's what besties do, and I'm excited. We do the things together. We do the things that the other loves so we can learn about it and build relationship that way. So we're gonna grind today. So drop in the comments. Tell me how you're doing. And I'm gonna do this really quick. Let's see. Well, if it'll. Ooh, that's an even finer. Very fine around there. But anyways, again, tell me what's going on. How you doing? If you're excited, how this month has been going for you. Because, yeah, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. I feel like this month has been flying by. That's okay. That's okay. We're not going to stress. We're not going to worry about it. All the things. Yes, baby. Yes, baby. It is? What's wrong with it? It fell? Oh, Sterls. Can you wipe her hand? Get a wipe, please, and wipe her hand. I think she got syrup on her hands. know what? Yeah. Too much. I was actually just looking at my thing. Okay. Last grind. Give me a second. Okay. That's it. We're done. I'm done grinding up. I'm going to finish filling up the filter. Put it in my pitcher of water. It's going to seep over the weekend. Welcome to the September vlog. We're here. We're in there. And I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted, y'all. I'm exhausted. So, not even gonna play. This morning, I had a session with one of my mentees. Yesterday morning, I had a session with another mentee. And I am just gonna say, these women are pushing. You hear me? They are doing the work. But don't worry about that. Before we get started, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you're always notified when a new video goes up. And then let's hop into this vlog. Okay, so welcome back to my channel. Listen, y'all, I've got to hype myself up because I'm so tired. But I'm so glad that you're here. You can, you know, call me Petra, you can call me Faith Bestie, you can say hey pretty, whatever you like to do, but I'm really excited that you're here. So it really doesn't matter the handle that you use, just know that I'm excited. We are in my favorite month, September. It is my wedding anniversary month. It is also the start of my favorite season, fall. So also it is when the character in one of my favorite books, Anne of Green Gables, got married. She got married in September. So fun fact about me. So anyways, I was saying that I had a couple of mentee sessions and they have gone so good, y'all. It is such a blessing to see people develop and grow, but also invest in it, like really like push themselves outside of the box and think differently, listen to the Holy Spirit, take in strategy, talk implementation, execution. Like it's been amazing to see the development in these women. Like I'm yeah, totally blown away. So kudos to them. If y'all watch this, kudos to you. I'm so proud of you, and I'm proud of the relationship that you are developing with God in an intentional and a strategic way. So I'm very proud. I am now headed to get my nails done and my eyebrows done because my eyebrows look like caterpillars, and that's inappropriate. So we gotta fix that. So I'm going to do that. I've been doing, y'all know when it gets to my busy season, I get in dip mania. So I've been getting dip done. The girl who did them last time, she did a good job on my nails. I did not like how she nicked me a lot. I didn't care for that. So I'm gonna have to tell her this time, like, watch your hands, okay? But other than that, but she did a really good job on the nails themselves, but I need to get them done. My nails grow very fast, especially with like the way that I've kind of changed up like my eating plan and stuff. I have noticed like my hair is growing faster. Even though my hair grows fast, my nails grow fast in general, but they're growing even faster now. So yeah, so I gotta take care of that because it looks a mess. And because in 2 weeks I'm going to be in Dallas for Prophetess Christy Lau's conference. I need to go ahead and handle this and then go from there because I can't look. I don't know if you guys can see how much it's grown out. Yeah, so I gotta get these done, and then hopefully they'll last through that weekend and through my anniversary, because my anniversary is the following weekend. So I'm hopeful that I can make these last 3 weeks and still look good. But again, like these eyebrows, and I like to get them done early enough because I actually like my eyebrows full, and a lot of times these waxers, they get them a little too thin, so I like them to grow in a little bit so it'll be just right for all of my travel and stuff. So we gonna see how this works. Also, favorite shirt on, I don't know if it's gonna focus. There it is. Favorite shirt by Messiah's Misfits, the Christian Baddie t-shirt. I don't know if she has any more, but either way, I'm gonna put her website right here on the screen, or her Instagram handle, so you guys can connect with her and get the merch. So yeah, we're gonna go do that. And then my mom is coming over for a little bit to hang out with the kiddos. Robin and I have a couple of things that we need to get done, so she is gonna come spend some time with the grandkids while we handle some stuff, run some errands, see some people, all the things, spend some quality time. Sorry, I know you guys feel backwards, but give me 1 second. I'm backing up. Do y'all like to back up into your parking spots or not? Because I prefer it, because getting out of parking spaces is a nightmare. I don't like backing up into the street and I don't know what's coming. I'll be liking that, so I like to back in. Anyways, I'm rambling. Let me go get these nails done.
Hi y'all.
So I finished getting my nails done. We went with a yellow this time, which is surprising because I could have painted my nails this, but I thought it was a little lighter. I don't know if it's gonna clear up, if you guys are gonna be able to see it. So anyways, I thought it was gonna be a little lighter. It's a bright yellow. That's okay. We're gonna make it work. Put a little something on my face. We're gonna have a little bit of some date time. We also need to go see some family friends, hang out with them for a little bit. I don't know what Robbie wants to do for date time. We'll see. Lamey is on Lamey duty with all the kiddos, which is bomb. So we're gonna, what we wanna do?
We'll start by getting some coffee, because I only slept like 4 hours last night.
Way, babe. If we was gonna get coffee, we should have gone that way.
Why?
Which way? You going to Dunkin'?
Oh, I don't know. I was just suggesting get some, or I can get a Red Bull or something. It don't matter.
Because I actually was needing something. I haven't had coffee, anything today, so I was gonna tell you that I needed something. Do you know what you want? Or from where?
It doesn't matter to me. As long as it's effective. Is that a, oh, it's the Hyundai Ioniq. Can't see one of those in a while.
I don't know what that is.
Somebody dropped some clothes off on the side of the street there.
Y'all gotta do better.
There's a big pile of clothes on the street.
Y'all got to do better.
Yep.
But he's the better driver?
There's no mount to this, huh?
Get your wife a mount.
FYI, y'all. Not better. Better is too weak of a word. Superior?
You out.
I don't know. It's like good, better, best, and there's something else out there. Whatever that is, exquisite. Exquisite. Superlative. Premier. Principal.
You're doing a lot.
SAT was no problem. No problem. We got tons of words. I don't know why Pet's not talking to y'all right now, to be honest. She just, oh, you ordering stuff? I'm sorry.
See.
She's ordering stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it so we get what we need. You want Dunkin'? Or you want something else?
It doesn't matter to me. It's all the same.
Okay, well that's what we'll do. Alright, so member exclusives.
Members of coffee shop. Y'all hear this? Members.
You have salted caramel, almond frozen, vanilla salted caramel oat milk, chocolate hazelnut, truffle iced coffee, salted caramel hazelnut, toffee nut iced coffee, blueberry cobbler iced coffee. I think that's the one that I'm probably gonna get.
Who's old enough to remember members only? Remember that? Is it still out? Maybe it's still out.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Do you want just regular coffee? What do you want, baby?
I'll just take some regular
You want hot or cold?
regular hot coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, so one of the guys in the AV group sent us this and said, how old are y'all now? Guess what? So I look at this thing occasionally. I be watching Petra's video. Petra be staring y'all down, just giving me like this eye contact.
We're doing a lot right now.
Just talking to y'all like, hey y'all. See this, see this, see this, watch this. I'll give y'all eye contact just for a second. For a moment. Just a moment.
Why are you this person? Oh, they have a pumpkin ice macchiato. Actually, their caramel ice macchiato is actually very good. So I think I'm actually going to.
Is there a regular pumpkin flavored coffee? Just like with no extra stuff in it? Just pumpkin.
Hold on.
That is probably the best thing about fall, y'all, is these pumpkin spice joints. I must admit.
Isn't it so interesting, y'all, that he loves pumpkin spice? Like, out of all the people to like this stuff.
Petra dove in there. She
Like, he's
jumped
just.
there. I didn't say love. I said,
I'm just.
I didn't even say I like it either.
Okay, so there's a pumpkin spiced iced like, signature latte, but you want a hot?
Yeah, now you're supposed to drink these things?
No, I drink all myself cold, so.
Okay, well,
But you can have a hot one. It's fine.
I'll take a hot latte.
Okay, let's see. What
They try to make you sound like culture latte. It's a pumpkin spiced latte.
Okay, pumpkin spice signature latte. Got
A
it.
dash of.
You know, small, medium, large.
Is it just regular coffee? Do I get in line here?
Yes, because I'm ordering it through the
By the
app.
way.
So espresso, milk, sweet pumpkin flavor, vanilla notes.
Oh, okay. Do I just pull around or just something
Yeah.
you order through the app?
Yeah, just tell me order through the app. But tell me which one, what size you want. Soft
I just
or
want
small?
small. Just whatever smallest thing. I don't need a whole lot.
Okay. Do you want anything else to eat or anything like that? We'll probably get food after this, won't we?
Yeah, nah.
Hi. Good. How are you? I'm actually ordering through the app.
Oh, you had an app? You come up to the first one now?
Okay, and I actually literally just put it through, so it's Petra. Okay.
Haven't came through yet.
Okay. Thank you.
You hear that? Just talking like a pro, like y'all know me here. It's P. It's oh, hey Petra. He said first one though, didn't he?
I think so.
Pretty sure he did. Pretty sure he did.
I thought he did. So.
Haven't had to wear my glasses in a long time. I don't typically wear them. But I actually need some new ones. But when you get less than 6 hours of sleep, these, by the way, you probably can't tell. I've been dropping these a lot, but I got like a magic marker, one of the permanent ones, and just like cut this thing black. Do y'all do that with these? Probably not. Maybe that's just me. But I think I've extended the life of these frames by, you know, these are home frames though for the most part. But I think I've extended the life. Do y'all do any of these cutscenes where you go like that and come back? Come back? You do any of those? No.
I think I used to, but I haven't done them in a while.
Okay.
Yeah. So how's your day?
Did he say he did say the first one though, right?
I thought he did.
Okay, I'm pretty sure he did. He must have taken the other order.
Is there somebody behind us? Oh shucks.
Like Duncan don't play. They said if it's
Maybe-
over 20, we don't do nothing with it. They said no bills over 20.
We may have to go to the second window because that's actually usually where I go. The second window, not this window.
Oh, okay.
Ugh.
Are they waiting on us? Is someone will come back here and tell us we in the wrong window?
Yes, I don't know. Y'all, do y'all keep lotion in your car? I keep this U-turn in here, and it was absolutely disgusting what just came out. It was all liquid.
You gotta
like,
shake it up.
You gotta shake it up.
You gotta shake it up. It separates.
Okay. Let's see if we can get this together. Because what you don't want to do is be ashy, y'all. It's not attractive. Not attractive.
Oh. You know how it is. You sit in the car, and the second you crank up, or the second you roll the window up, that's when they come and watch. I bet you watch this. Watch
Oh wow! Now we have like a whole line behind us.
Here we go. They're just prepping stuff. There you go. You want?
Are we the mobile order?
Hmm.
That's the mobile order.
What I mean, 986.
It's the mobile order.
Yeah, the mobile.
Yeah.
What was the name?
Petra.
All right. Appreciate it.
What we're gonna do though, if she comes to the note, what we can do is we can just park and you can just walk in and get it instead of holding up the line because nobody can get around us.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
What kind of rewards do you have, Petra, with Dunkin'?
They're actually really good. Like the more you spend with them, you can get free drinks, free food. I think I have like 1,500 points right now, so I could definitely get a free drink probably.
How many points do you get per visit?
That depends on what you order and what size.
What,
Yeah.
on average, what would you get? 100, 150?
Probably 100.
So you come here a lot, huh? You see that? You see that? How I extracted that information from a lawyer? You saw that? Did y'all see that?
All right, here you go.
Thank you.
Here you go.
All right, thank you. Anything else you need?
Here's the
Straws.
That would be great.
Thank you.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. All right. I should have got the pumpkin caramel macchiato, but I got the regular one.
Mine's pumpkin though, right?
Makeup is pretty.
Mine's pumpkin though, right?
Yeah, baby, yours is pumpkin.
Okay. Celeste. All right.
Okay, let's see.
Every day. Gotta drive. Got to drive.
Got oat milk and my caramel macchiato. So let's see. Let's see what it's talking. Actually, Keishel got me onto their caramel macchiatos. Actually, so I haven't had one in a while. So you'll see.
Caramel.
That's good, and it's not overly sweet, which is nice. You want to taste yours, bub? Open this so it can kind of cool off a little bit. Oh, they put whipped cream in yours.
What? I asked for that.
It must be just what's with the water.
You ever make your own homemade whipped cream, y'all?
You know what? That's what we should do for our next I'm a
really,
Chef
really easy.
episode.
It's really easy. There
Should
you
make
go.
whipped cream for them.
Yeah. I'm a chef. Gotcha. But you say I'm a chef. Listen, those things are hilarious to me.
You know what?
Oh, those things so sweet.
That's probably, you probably drinking it through the, whatchamacallit, baby? Robert looks so concerned, y'all.
What's your receipt say? What did they say?
What is it? It's on the side. Small hot pumpkin spice, pumpkin swirl, vanilla.
Oh, look at they put everything in this thing. I said I ain't want nothing but coffee. They said, look, we got you 2 pumpkin swirls, 2 vanilla shots, milk, whipped cream, caramel drizzle, and 1 cinnamon sugar. Is that what you ordered?
I didn't add that stuff, but the pumpkin spice signature latte probably already has that.
Oh,
so
no, I just want pumpkin spice coffee. You ain't ordered that, did you? You got a latte.
Because y'all, run it back. So T, do that thing and run it back so y'all can hear what he said, because he said latte.
I was just saying latte out loud. I was just saying it because it's a latte. And I specifically said if you right back, I said that's how they make you sound fancy. I said I just want some hot coffee.
Run it back.
Go ahead and run it back. Run it back. Get the receipts, T. Get the receipts for me. I got some returns to make.
Okay, and she gonna
I
get
got
the
some
receipt.
returns to make.
Okay, y'all ready? Y'all ready?
All right.
Here T goes.
All
Drop it. You want just regular coffee? What do you want, baby?
I'll just take some regular
You want hot or cold?
hot coffee.
Okay.
Is there a regular pumpkin flavored coffee? Just like with no extra stuff in it? Just pumpkin.
Hold on. Okay, so there's a pumpkin spiced iced signature latte, but you want it hot?
Yeah, now you supposed to drink these things?
No, I drink all my stuff cold, so.
Okay, well.
But you can have a hot one. It's fine.
Take a hot latte. And when you fast forward this thing back, you get to see how wrong Petra, I want to see that face up. They play the cricket sound, that cricket. When she be still for a second, play that sound.
That would be hilarious, actually.
Listen, Petra, no, I don't drink coffee with sugar, with sucrose and glucose and fructose and whatever they be adding, all this.
I mean, I thought you wanted to get fancy for the people go.
No, I don't need to get fancy for nobody, you know what I'm saying? I is who I is.
Listen, think of it as like a bestie date. Like, you have to get the fancy drinks. This is like...
Yo, I've been disciplined with what I eat since I was 12. Alright. I've been eating very specific foods, and I've had a very purposeful meals since I was 12. 30 years later.
If you're looking for a faith bestie who's gonna hold you accountable, it's him.
Changed. Oh, listen, Petra don't like me to hold her accountable because she be looking at me like, you need to stop that. I'm like, I'll get you right now.
Period.
January, New Year's Eve. Oh yeah, what was it? New Year's resolutions?
You know what?
Oh, yeah,
and that's funny that you say that, because I'm actually supposed to call Holly back because I'm supposed to be scheduling some workouts with her.
I got a whole gym in the garage. Whole gym, y'all. I'm talking about everything you can want. Weights and bands and rings and bands and machines and equipment, dumbbells, barbells, medicine balls. What else we got in that bed? Oh, it's sleds. What else we got? Sleds. We got cones and jump ropes and ropes. Like them heavy ropes. Your hands might be too small for those. What else we got? We got straps. And what else? It's all kind of stuff in there. All kind of stuff. I know Petra be looking at me like I'm a little awkward, a little bizarre. But you know what? That's the cost of being disciplined. It's gonna be a little weird. It's not bad though, if I'm being honest, but oh my goodness. It feels like eating a whole, drinking a Cinnabon, like liquid Cinnabon, like pureed Cinnabon. Does Cinnabon make pumpkin spice cinnamon rolls?
I don't know. You know, that would be a really cute date thing. We could go to Ocala and go to Cinnabon.
But I don't usually eat Cinnabon outside of my birthday, to be honest, or ever outside of my birthday. So you gonna save them? You freeze the things. You say, you know how they supposed to freeze these wedding cakes? Ugh. Eat them a year later, freeze dried wedding cake. I don't think we stored ours right.
Yeah.
That joint was all grainy. But... I'm gonna give this another try, y'all. Hold on. Well, I'm gonna have to pour that in some coffee.
Mine's stronger, don't you taste it?
Oh yeah, that's got some dark roast. Noir, negro.
Yeah, it's espresso.
Yeah, that's what you need right there. That's what I need to put in this. Like 4 espresso shots.
Here, I'm gonna taste yours. I'm gonna taste test his. Also, they gave him a tiny bit of coffee and filled this thing up with whipped cream. I feel how light this is.
It's super light. Super light.
Oh, that is sweet. That is sweet. That's not bad, y'all. But it is sweet. That is definitely sweet.
Super sweet. That's what she meant to say. I just, add some color commentary. Super sweet. That place still for sale right now.
I don't know, we should go. We should go look at it. What you looking at?
Audi.
Audi. What's y'all's dream car? That's a random question, but what's y'all's dream car? I want to hear. Drop in the comments what your dream car is, why it's your dream car, how long it's been your dream car. I want to hear all about that. I mean, Audi's never been my dream car, so don't think that, but I was just curious.
El Camino.
My dream car is a Range Rover.
Like the car they say, hey, listen, when they sell it, they be like, we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I didn't know that they had all those like
They're
issues.
Terrible. They're terrible for maintenance. But hey, listen, it's why it's the dream car, right?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Keep dreaming. You know what I'm saying?
That's not where we were going with that.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, y'all drop your dream car in the comments and let's chat about it. Let's chat. What's your dream car?
You know, when I was a kid, I was into like Hot Wheels and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I really just like functional vehicles that get to and fro. So I can't say, I did want to get the Cybertruck by Tesla, but they haven't released it yet, so I couldn't wait. Couldn't wait. But I don't think I have a dream car. If I had a dream car, there'd be too many of them.
That makes sense. Something from each of them.
But let me say, when I do drive around Florida, I always see these old cars, and I envision myself buying one, or like giving someone $500 and then changing everything out and doing that. But
that's a lot.
like these old cars, I feel like that would be pretty cool. Get a car for $500 and put it together yourself. But I don't know.
Put it right there.
Maybe not.
We'll see. We'll see. But we'll be back. We are gonna go spend some time with our friends for a few minutes, and then we are gonna head out, see if we can get something to eat. We probably won't go to Ocala because, you know, I think mom's gonna be leaving at like 4:30 or something like that. So it's 2. It's 2 now. So we'll see. I'll see you in a bit. Good morning. Welcome to another day in the vlog. And today is retie day. It's retie day. I have not had an update for y'all since the last retie. We're doing this at 9 weeks, almost 10 weeks. So I'm excited. I'm headed there now. Just dropped the boys off. This is gonna be a good day to see Khadija. My hair looks good still, so I'm excited about that. So she's gonna give me a good wash, tighten me up a little bit, which is great because I have some traveling to do this month, so I'm getting it done before that. Also stopped by Dunkin' this morning, got the boys some donuts for breakfast, and I'm trying the pumpkin signature iced latte. It's not for me, but not because it's not good, but it's just not for me. Like, and y'all know we've talked about this, I'm not really a pumpkin spice girl. Like, I like the pumpkin donuts, I like the pumpkin muffins, the pumpkin loaf, that kind of stuff. But as far as the drinks go, I'm not really that girl. And this one is too, yeah. But it's good for this one time. Like, I'll drink it, I'll be fine. But I probably wouldn't get it again. So that being, but it is better than it hot, because y'all, I don't know if y'all remember, but Robbie got it hot at one point, and I definitely didn't like it that way. So it's better. So I also forgot my camera. So yeah, I'm a little out, but we'll use my phone to capture at least a little bit of footage for y'all today. Also, drop in the comments. I am considering getting the iPhone 15. And I'll tell you why. Not because I think that the iPhone is a better phone. So before y'all can even come for me in the comments, I'll always be an Android girl. The ecosystem is immaculate. But I have been having problems with my Pixel. And problems to the point where it's just really, really frustrating. And I'm not willing to get the 8. Like, and that's surprising to me because I have gotten so many pixels, love them, but this is the first time it's been so bad, and I just can't do it. Like, I was like, I'm not gonna give y'all another chance. But that being said, I feel like maybe this will be more of a breather instead of me fully cutting them off like I originally thought. So I'm going to look into the iPhone 15, see if I like it, if I can deal with it, because they have, you know, a good camera, they have good functionality. So I'm considering that. And y'all know it drops this month. So I'm thinking about it. Because I don't know of another Android phone that I'd want, because I would want the Pixel because I like the Google interface. Does that make sense? So, I don't know. So we're going to go like completely to the left. Like completely try something different. So I'll keep you posted. So drop in the comments. Are you Android or are you iPhone? Let me know. I'll see you in a sec. We are almost done. Almost done. And we're done. Fresh retie. Listen. So, I love it. I love it so much. And honestly, like, it'll get bigger and everything like that, like, as y'all know, like, as it kind of wears. But, yeah. Never going back to Loose Natural. At least I do not think I'm going back to Loose Natural anytime soon. So my appointment was at 9. I got there a few minutes late because I had to stop and get gas. So I got there like 9:06, like not long after at all. And then we maybe got started like 9:15, her washing my hair. And I was done. By about 1-ish because we had like a short break. So yeah, I love it. And I love that she takes such good care. Takes such good care. She said everything looks good. And one of the things that she was pointing out to me was in the front where it looked like, you know, it may be like a little bit of dry scalp. It's actually not. Like some of the hair had pulled out by the roots and hadn't kind of gone back into the lock, if that makes sense. So it was like the bud for the hair follicles. That was good to know. But overall my hair is really healthy, no issues at all. Ash will probably be dyeing my hair really soon, so before my next retie, and we're doing 9 weeks, so that seems to be the sweet spot. I know that we've talked about whether it be 10 or not, but based on schedule, 9 weeks works good. I would love to push it to 10, but once you get into the holiday season, like the 10th week is the holidays, and I'm just not willing to do that. So we're gonna go with 9 weeks, which is fine. And so Ash is probably gonna dye my hair before that, so my roots can get together. Because while it doesn't look bad with my dark roots, I prefer my hair the lighter color. So that's what we're gonna take care of next. But short update on the hair, best decision ever. I don't think that I have any fully locked at all, but some are starting to bud at the bottom. Again, like my roots, of course, are not, they're interlocked, but they're not what you would consider, like, you know how you see the matting process of the locking. It's not there yet, but the interlocking is there, which is they're knotting the base. So that is the case. I've had no slippage, no locks falling out. She didn't have to do much cleaning up of my grid at all. So yeah, I'm really excited, really excited. And quite a few of my friends have either booked their appointments to get Microlocs or they're talking about it. So I'm really excited. If Safe Space gets her locks, I'm gonna make her take videos so y'all can see. So I am. So I'm waiting for her to like make the final decision. But you know, she's having a baby soon, so I have to give her some time. But my hope is that she'll go through with it. So yeah, but listen, do what you want to do with your hair that makes you feel confident and something that you can maintain. Because it is an investment of your time when you're doing the reties and when you do the install. But in between that, you don't have to do anything to your hair at all except spray it with rose water, at least for me. Now, for other people, there may be a little bit more maintenance that's required, but I don't do any manipulation. She doesn't style my hair or anything like that. Now, she may, you know, maybe one day I'll have her do like a little braid backs or whatever, but I don't feel pressed to do that. Like, I like it just how it is, as y'all know. And so once it loosens up a little bit, I'll flip it over to the side per usual and go from there. But I think one of the biggest things about Microlocs that I love is your time. Like, you get your time back. One of the hardest things about locks is that it does take time for them to fully mature. And so if you're wanting the fully mature look really fast, it doesn't happen like that. Now, for me, I love how they look right now, so I don't care about that. I think the other thing that is difficult with them is that the reties can be tight. So if you're tender-headed, be aware. Be aware. And if we have someone like Khadija, who is your loctician, she is going to make sure that they are together. You will not go out looking crazy. So if you're tender-headed, just be aware of that. I say those are two biggest things. But anyways, I gotta pay attention to this road, and because obviously it's my phone, I don't have my camera, I can't put you down. So yeah, I'll see y'all later.
That's good.
That's good. Hey, it's been a minute. We're back. Y'all saw a few clips. I put some pictures of me and the fam. We had a funeral today, but we're... Hi! So the kiddos are building...
Where's the light?
Let's see, what is this, guys?
It's a marble, I forgot what it's called, but the marble,
Here.
marble build.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so they're building. So the marble is going through. They're putting all the pieces
you put
together.
it right here, okay? Look. 3, 2, 1.
Uh-oh.
Wait, it's coming, it's coming. It's coming, guys, look. Yo, sir, have you seen the light thing? No, I haven't.
It still has, I guess.
I can't find it.
Okay, so this is what it is, guys.
What is it?
It's called, hold on, I'm trying to get the thing to focus. It's called a marble run. It's a National Geographic thing. Did Let Me get this?
Yeah, Gigi Ma got it.
Oh, Gigi Mama got it. Shout out to Gigi Mama.
This one, no wait, this one was in front of that one, and it came in the lead. It came in the lead. The other one came in the lead. I want to go search for the light.
Can y'all tell the guys get comfortable as soon as they get in the house? The girls stay dressed. All the different personalities, bits and pieces. But y'all make the memories. Make every moment count.
This one cheating. This one cheated. This one cheated. No, wait, look.
You're yelling, baby. I see it, baby. It's going. It's... Woo! I see, baby. I see it. Where's the light? Where's the light thing?
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
We're gonna go.
But y'all, make the memories, because one day you won't be able to make them. So make them as often as you can with the people that you love.
No, put them all in here. Wait, Evie, put them in here. I'm gonna make them all glow. Let me glow a little more. Okay, y'all can use them now. Looks like this one. Wait, you didn't make this one glow. Or this one. I didn't make them. So you ready? Wait, Evie.
You got it, E? Woo!
Stop, man. I don't think these two last for super long. I like the blue. Uh-oh.
It's kind of a... What's your finger doing?
No way this one takes the lead. No way it does. No, sorry, y'all can use this light. I'm gonna go make another one. Yes?
Okay, I'm gonna let them do some building, and I gotta do some work. But I think I'm gonna enjoy the kids for a few more minutes.
3, 2, 1.
It's crazy how work never stops, right, y'all?
Yeah.
But still, finding the time just to watch your kids, enjoy your kids, do it. Even if you have other things that you have to get done too, you can balance the time. Good morning. It's a Sunday. It's the best day. Actually, my favorite day of the week is Saturday. I'm not even going to front with y'all. I love Sunday, but my favorite day is Saturday. That is my personal Sabbath. Saturday is my personal Sabbath. I love it. I absolutely love it. But I also love Sundays because everywhere around the world, many people are gathering together to corporately come before God and just to grow and stretch and learn together. And so I love that. I do love that. It's also the day before the work week starts, but it's actually the start of the week, and so you're able to start with peace if you choose to do so. You don't have to think about work. You don't have to think about stress or all that other stuff. You can actually focus on the peace of the day to begin your week, which I absolutely love. But I said I was gonna come back. I will, hold on, I'm trying to get to the stop sign, not stop sign, girl, what? The red light. I'll drop in here a picture of the final marble course that Sterling and I ended up working on till 1:30 in the morning. Don't judge me. Like I said, we had a funeral yesterday, and it was somebody who's very, very close to not only me and my husband, but really to my children. And making space for them and showing up for them how they needed and the way that they grieve. And one of the things that they wanted was just to spend a lot of time, like a lot of time with us, and just to do activities where we were kind of focused on them. And I did have a little bit of work that I had to get done, but it did not preclude me from being the mom that they needed in that space, the person that they needed in that space. And so I was willing to stay up. And yeah, I'm a little tired, but your girl got Dunkin' Donuts. Donuts for the kids, coffee for me, because y'all already know. And it was worth it, y'all. It was worth it. Make the moments count and make every moment matter, right? I'm grateful for this weekend. It was a tough weekend. It was a hard weekend, but I'm really, really grateful just to be able to talk to my children about life and death, how important it is to live your life fully and to use it to honor God in everything that you do, right? Even the way you play, even the way you interact with other people, even the way that you study, the way that you worship, the way that you're mapping out your life goals. Like my children figuring out what they want to do, and they can change their mind every day if they want to, y'all, about what they want to do when they get older. But is it something that you believe that you can bring glory to God through, right? Because when it's all said and done, if you've lived a life fully, if you've shown up as God has called you to, and done the things that He's called you to, you don't have to worry about death. You do not have to worry about death. And to me, whew, that's huge. That's the biggest thing. Uh-oh, he's in the back. Hold on. You want to say hi? Uh-oh, you don't want to say hi right now? You want me to fix your phone? Yeah? Let me see. Sorry, guys. But Evie and I are headed to the last day of the women's conference. I don't know if I recorded the Friday that I was going on Friday night, but it is Divine Destiny International Ministries Women's Conference. Yeah. Here, let me see, baby. It's the women's conference, and I went Friday night. My good friend, Pastor Tamisha English, she gave the opening word. It was so powerful as it talked about leap year, which is the theme of the conference. Yesterday, obviously, I was not able to go, but I heard that it was amazing. And today, my good friend, Pastor Shamika Natil, is speaking, and I'm hoping that I can surprise her by being able to come today. So I'm bringing E with me because it's an all-girls thing, so we're gonna go together. It's gonna be bomb. I'm excited. But one thing that I wanted to talk to y'all about outside of all of the other stuff, it had me thinking this morning is disruptions of God. And I want to talk about it in two ways. So a lot of times when we think about disruptions of God, we think about when there's something going on in our life and God is disrupting our plan and how it makes us feel. We feel off kilter and we're questioning God and we're wondering like, what's up? You know, like I thought I was doing what you needed me to do, but you're disrupting my plans. And we kind of get bent out of shape. But if we lean into the disruption, we later learn that the disruption was for our good, right? And so that is a thing. But I want to talk about the flip side, because we get all off kilter and all upset and bent out of shape with God when he disrupts our life. But what about those times in the Word where Jesus was disrupted and he had no problem stopping? I mean, there's multiple instances, and because people were willing to disrupt God, but more importantly, God was willing to be disrupted, there was a different type of anointing that flowed through. There was a different type of anointing that flowed through. I'm gonna give you an example. We talk about the woman with the issue of blood all the time. That is one of the most taught Bible stories. But I want to talk to you about the fact that she disrupted God. Her touching the hem of Jesus' garment was disrupting him from his current course and what he was doing. The disciples were like, how can you tell that somebody is touching you? Like, what are you talking about? But there is such an intentionality and an intimacy with God when you pursue relationship with him that he automatically knows. He automatically knows when there's a moment that he is stopping and his anointing is having to flow in a way that it wouldn't have flowed before if you had not pursued the disruption of his course. Oh yeah, baby, it's a car coming.
Okay? Maybe I hurt your car, okay?
Okay, baby, mommy's gonna be safe. She's telling me to be safe because she said maybe the car will hurt me. I'll be careful of the car, my baby. So that's what I want to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about when the official had come and Jesus was ministering elsewhere and he said, my daughter is sick. My daughter is sick. And Jesus was willing to be disrupted and he began to move in that direction. He changed course. What if God was not willing to be disrupted by us? What if he was not willing to be interrupted from his set course for that moment? What if he had not considered that there would be moments of dire need on our part that caused him to say, wait a minute, I need to flow differently in this space? What if? And why can't we consider that for ourselves? If Jesus can be disrupted and was disrupted and really orchestrated some of the most incredible miracles that we know about through his disruptions. Come on, y'all. His first miracle that's recorded, turning the water into wine, he was at a wedding and was doing something else and his mother interrupted him. The disruptions of God are meant to help us to see that perhaps the course we're on could be better. That there could be more, there could be greater for us. We are so stuck in the comfortable and in the known. When God works in the supernatural and in the unknown, the disruptions of God herald the blessings of God. If you don't have personal relationship with him enough to disrupt him and say, God, I am having a moment. I actually just had a conversation with a really good friend of mine, Mel, and I said, hey, I need a moment. Do you have capacity for me? If you can't do that with Jesus and say, hey, I understand that you're sovereign. I understand that you got a whole lot going on to keep this earth spinning and things, but I need a moment with you. Do you have capacity for this disruption? And I guarantee you, he has capacity for the disruption. And that doesn't mean that he's going to move in the way that you want him to move, but it means he's going to pause to sit with you in this space and to determine if the course is right or if the course should be altered. Hear that. But the most important thing is that he has time and space for his children. And if you will pursue the relationship, he will pursue the disruption. He's literally responded. He said, who is it that touched me? Something flowed from me. And they're like, how do you, what? The pursuit of the disruption. And he pursued the knowledge of who disrupted him. And what did he say? Your faith has made you well, has made you whole. Her faith was a disruption to the norm. Her faith was a disruption to the norm. It was radical faith. It was radical faith. He was surrounded by a ton of other people doing other things. But she said, if I could just touch the hem of his garment, if I could just disrupt the throng enough to reach my hand out and to touch him. Come on, y'all. Come on. Go with me. Go with me. We get bent out of shape when God disrupts us. We do. We do. We do. We do. But is there greater for us in the disruption? Okay, I'm at church. I gotta go. I'll see y'all soon. I gotta close the door.
We gonna do a cesarean. Because you don't wake up out as far as you can go. You don't carry this thing just about as far as you can.
Surprise! Okay, y'all, service is done and it was incredible. I should have put in some clips for you right before this. Y'all, amazing, amazing, amazing. Pastor Shamika brought the word, but let me tell you how God works. What was I talking to y'all about right before I went to church? The disruptions of God. She spoke on Luke 1. And if you've ever read that, then you know. If you haven't, I want you to go back and read it. But it's the story of Elizabeth and Mary when both of them became pregnant. Elizabeth with John the Baptist and Mary with Jesus. And it talks about how they were each notified by the same angel Gabriel, right? But Zechariah was told first, and then it came to happen with Elizabeth, and then Mary was told one-on-one. Okay, but here's what I want you to hear. What we were talking about before was the disruptions of God. I want you to go back and look at, hold on. I want you to look at Luke 1. And I want you to see where it first talks about Zechariah, okay? And not just a sentence where it talks about him going mute, because people talk about that a lot. That's not the part that I want y'all to focus on. I want y'all to focus on, I want to focus on where my phone is too. Hold on. E, do you have my phone? No? Okay. I don't know where it is, y'all. I think it's in, Evie. Yeah. Is it in your door? Yeah. Okay, can you hand it to mommy? Yeah. Look at your door. Is it in your door? Yeah. Okay, can you give it to mommy? Where'd it go? I don't know, baby. Okay, anyways, y'all, don't worry about it. Because I can tell you, in it talks about how it was his assigned time to go into the temple. His assigned time to go into the temple. And so it was because of that, he was doing his duty. And then as a result, that was when the angel came to him and disrupted his normal routine. He was in there. They were waiting for him outside because if you know biblically, there's only certain people that could go into the holies of holies, right? And into the inner sanctum of the temple, all that stuff. He was in there doing his duty, and while he was there by the altar, the angel appeared. Sure, baby. The angel appeared and disrupted what he was doing. And he gave him, here, baby. Okay, hold on. Gave him a prophetic word. He gave him a prophetic word about Elizabeth becoming pregnant. And now it surprised Zechariah because of their age. He was older, Elizabeth was older, and I bet she was already in menopause, right? Just older. And he was like, that's not gonna work. But again, It disrupted his routine to have an angel up here and begin to talk to him, so much so that if you go down a couple of verses, they were waiting outside for him. It was taking an exorbitant amount of time. It disrupted the regular timeline. But also hear this, the message from the angel disrupted the perceptions and the preconceived notions of Zechariah about how God could bless the barren. Okay, baby, let me see. Where is it? Thank you. Yes, you can have your Cheetos. Y'all hear that? And now that's not the area that Shamika was talking about, but it is the part that the Lord highlighted to me. He's like, listen, I'm talking to you about disruptions. It's everywhere in my word. I will disrupt what you think to bring about what I know will be. And if you have been following me, then you know that I posted a while ago, a little bit of what God has been downloading to me about how he speaks to what will be, not what is. And so there are so many connections in the word. And so even in this space, I am going to encourage you, go deeper with God. Really pursue that intimate relationship with him, where he will begin to give you revelation upon revelation upon revelation, so that your relationship will take form and have life. What Shamika talked about, Pastor Shamika was talking about, was the birthing, was the carrying of something. And it was, she actually talked about seed time, so the planting and the carrying, and then the birthing. And it's so interesting because, again, if you have gone deeper in your relationship with God and he has been able to download certain revelations to you, then you are beginning to carry. And what matters is, will you birth it? Will you believe for the birth? Will you believe for the birth? Because again, births are also disruptions. They can give you due dates, but you're not guaranteed to hit that due date. And even if you do, it often disrupts what you're currently doing. The labor of it disrupts your peace. The labor of it disrupts the carrying. There is a rupture that occurs. And yet through that rupture and that disruption, there is the birthing of a blessing. And so again, Zechariah had a set routine, and he was disrupted in the routine. And it also, the message disrupted his perceptions and his preconceived notions. And because he could not lean into the disruption, he was made mute until the birthing took place. I don't know, y'all. God is talking. God is talking. I'm going to meditate on this for a little while. Yeah, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Oh, also, I did not show y'all my outfit, so I'm going to drop it right here. It's cute. And it's so funny because everybody today was telling me how I look like a little girl. And you know what? I believe that that is the restoring of time. That God is restoring time. Those months that I felt tired and overwhelmed and just, I believe that God is restoring. Because again, I'm taking back my mental health, my emotional wellness, my spiritual health, my physical health. And I believe that it is beginning to show. And so again, we can disrupt the plans of the enemy too. We can also disrupt his plans for us, to wipe us out, to bog us down, to overwhelm us, to feed us anxiety, fear, and disbelief. We can disrupt those plans too. And I believe that it can show, it can manifest in our physical. And so, hey, I'm going to take the compliment every day that you look like a little girl. I'm going to take it because God is restoring my youth. He is restoring my vibrancy. He is restoring my joy. All right. I hope you'll have a wonderful Sunday. I'll see you another day. day in the September vlog, and this one's special because we are in Dallas for Prophetess Christie's Kairos conference, and so Terry is with me. So we're really excited. It has been a very
turn left onto Texas 161 frontage road.
If you didn't believe us, that was confirmation. We're in Texas. So it has been an eventful trip already. And we were gonna go stop and get coffee first, but actually what we're gonna do is we're gonna head to the hotel. I'm gonna meet Prophetess first, get my keys, and then we are going to go get coffee because y'all know your girl needs coffee. But she's headed that way now, and I'd prefer to just meet her there, make sure everything is good to go. T and I are helping to manage the event, and we're really excited about that. Great. It is gonna be really great. But I am going to also like commemorate this moment as like a visual diary. And we've talked about this before, and I'm gonna try really hard to like not be overly emotional. But like I said, like there's just a lot that's been going on, and since we landed, I found out that my grandma passed, and so it's like really hard. It's really hard because, you know, that's
Continue
my person
for 5 miles.
And then like every random thing is like happening, right? And as you can see, my nose is red, so I'm trying really hard, right? But I want to remind you that sometimes, you know, you think you have everything planned and all the things coming together, but sometimes God is also removing you from situations and you don't even realize it. And not that I didn't want to be there, but I also know how emotional this is, how hard this is, and perhaps there is beauty in being away from it for a moment so that I can process and not be inundated and be able to focus on what it is God wants me to do in this moment, and then be able to fully be present when I need to with my family later. Because we have to do the hard things, and sometimes we're asked to show up by God. We're asked to show up when we want to be like, I'm good on that. I'm good on that. But I'm really glad that I didn't get the call before the flight, because it would have been a Jonah moment. It would have been a Jonah moment. And so I'm grateful. But it is still really hard. It's still really hard. So we're gonna turn the camera so y'all can see some of these houses being built and this dead grass. That's what it is. It's dead grass. Look, y'all, it's dead.
It is dead.
It's actually dead. Look at this.
Good news too.
Yep, it's dead. Dead. This is, yeah. Oh, so there's a couple of things.
PJ's coffee.
Yeah. That's not the place we were going, was it?
No. Well,
Oh, okay. I was like, wait now.
no,
Because that's very close.
Yeah, that's really close.
Okay, so we'll see y'all when we get to the hotel. Okay, y'all, hold on. T wants to send a message to Ashley. So hold on, here it is.
Ashley, I'm driving good, girl. I'm driving faster than 45 miles per hour on the highway. I'm like darting cars. I'm not freaking out. I need a badge. I need a gold star. I need a gold star. And I need a certificate, okay? I can't look at the camera because y'all know I'm gonna freak out and lose my mind if I do that, because all of a sudden a semi will be here and I'm like, oh! So, Ashley, you'll be very proud of you, girl. Watch this. Ooh, switch your lanes. Look at that. Wham, bam.
Wow, I don't even, yeah. She's excited.
And Petra trusts me to drive.
I am. And right now, yeah. Like when I'm not emotional, y'all, I'll probably be driving. But, you know, here we are. We're gonna go with it.
I take my opportunities when I get them, okay? It don't matter.
She's ready.
I'm ready. I'm here. Dallas, I'm here for you, you little raggedy traffic.
Yeah, it is kind of bad.
It is kind of
It actually is kind of bad, so I don't know. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna turn the camera off because just in case.
Let's focus.
It's really, really good. It's good.
Hi, how are you? Hi, nice to meet you. See you.
Well, oh, wait, but there's pool.
Oh, okay, nice.
Cool.
Not a pool for you. Wow. Nice.
So nice.
Don't you worry about it.
Y'all, I don't even know where we at.
It doesn't matter.
I'm actually, y'all, I know y'all are shaking,
We're together.
but I'm taking y'all off this stand
Because we're together.
because when I tell y'all, I need to be able to hold y'all. So hold on, I'm gonna switch y'all real quick.
We are together. That what matters.
Y'all.
It don't really matter. I think it's great. We're doing wonderful. Wonderful.
We just ended up in like the backside of a store,
Well,
like an alleyway.
what? It was not the alley. It was actually the delivery zone. You know, why are you stopping? You ain't got no stop sign. What you stopping for? I don't understand.
All I want to do is buy a belt. I just want to tell you, that's all I want to do. I want to buy a belt,
She's gonna buy a belt.
and then we are going to go to the room, get our clothes together, and then
Look at this. Look at this.
head over.
Look, I've gotten to your location. Bursley right down the road. See? We got there eventually. It may have took the back way. There was a, you know, loading zone in the situation, but we made it safely. Thanks. Make sure you put that on my list too, on my certificate with my gold star. She didn't say nothing about
Do
when
you
I dropped
get-
off. You didn't say nothing about that. We got lunch safely.
We got lunch safely, but when we left,
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that.
you
part.
know, right? Because I mean,
Don't worry about that. These people look all fine, okay? They look all, it's fine. I'm fine. You're fine. We're all fine.
she said, "I'm fine." Wow, you decided for me?
Yeah, sure did. Hold on. You know how I know you're fine?
How you know? Wait, no. They're backing in.
You're not backing out. You're not backing in, sir, ma'am. I'm not gonna be able to do this with y'all little people here. How you gonna back into a parking spot?
I mean, technically that's what I do, so I can't even.
Nope.
I can't even front. That'd be me.
Don't close time for them. Okay?
That'd be me.
You can't close time.
I'm really bad at that.
And we made it safely. Boom. Gold star for me.
Let's go get a belt. Let's just go get a belt. Okay, so we're opening gifts.
Hold on, before you open the gift, can you please tell them that you got your belt and you made it safely? Show them your belt.
We actually got a pack of 3.
There you go.
So we saw this olive at like the same time. So there's olive, a cream, and a black. Now somebody stole the real black one that's supposed to go here.
They did.
And they replaced it, you can tell, because these two have matching buckles. With the gold, this is silver, square. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay, because I actually have another black belt at home with a gold buckle. So this is just for this weekend. But the Lord came through. It was only $9.99. And it retails for $38.
Okay.
So really good. Really good. All right, so let's open up some gifts. Thank you so much to the mother from the Outpour Church. She made this beautiful gift basket. And they're both pink. Y'all know my favorite color is pink. So well, I don't know. Okay, maybe she is selling this, so that's cool. So Sherry Thornton spiced tea. That's really cute.
Mm-hmm.
I can't smell it. Ooh, that smells really good. Smell.
Ooh, that does smell good.
That smells really, really good.
Yummy goodness there.
Yep, and then some Garrett popcorn. So I'll be good for a snack tonight. Notepad, some grapes, apples, bananas, oranges, some Ferrero Rocher, some glazed pecans, cranberries, and pepitas, tissue, and sanitizer. This is so cute.
That
this
is
so
cute. Thank you.
Thank you. We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. We are going to take a minute. Oh, and silver. Thank God.
Okay. Yes.
Thank you. Take a minute. I'm gonna say rest. We're really not gonna rest. We have like 15-20 minutes. Do that. I need to decide how I'm going. I need to wash my face and all the things. So see you in a second. Good morning. Day 2 of Dallas. We rested. I think our rest was pretty good. T, how'd you rest?
I did rest well. Much better than I did the night before.
There we go. So T rested well. I rested decent, and you know, here we are, and I'm glad about it. God is good, y'all. God is good. Yeah, we had an opportunity to chat and really talk about, you know, what God is doing and how we can make sure that we're in alignment with what He's doing and doing our part. Because that's important, you know. I think sometimes we talk about, oh, what is God doing and how He's going to do it, and we're excited about this. But the real question is, will you be in alignment with what He's doing? Will you have done your part? Will you have done the proper training? Will you have done the required submission? Will you be obedient? Will you work towards the things? I'm sorry, I'm not looking at y'all. I'm trying to do this face of mine. This lighting in here is horrible. It is horrible. So I'm actually doing my makeup on the camera on my whatchamacallit, computer. So I'm not ignoring you, but I gotta make sure I'm looking at myself because we actually are on a timeline. And I gotta go downstairs and make sure that we're ready to go. But it really is, I mean, because today is Granny's birthday. She would have been 87 today. And for the first time, I thought I was gonna cry if I said that, but I actually I'm not feeling that way. I'm rejoicing. One, because I know my grandma's lived a life well lived and loved God. And didn't just love Him, she acted like He loved Him, right? She did what was required of her. And that's a reminder to me that even in the moments when we think we have it together and we're there, there's always greater. There's always more that we can do. There's always a higher calling. There's more responsibility. And the responsibility is to love and to trust God with everything that we have and to do the thing. T, can I have my phone, please? Thank you. Let's see. So, it's the whole thing. It's the whole thing. So ask yourself, are you doing what's required for the blessing you're asking for? Are you doing what's required for this season God is taking you into? Are you doing what is required even when it's hard, even when you want to crawl and run and just say, God, this is enough. I've had 3 major deaths in my close circle this year. Within a what? 3 months span, maybe? One within 2 weeks of each other. And so I want to stop, but I'm reminded that there are going to be hard seasons, and it's not going to change either the promises or the requirements of God. There are things that we have to put above ourselves, and He rewards us for those things. But honestly, y'all, even if there's no reward that we can see on this side, the reward is knowing that we were obedient, knowing that we were submitted, knowing that we were fulfilling what it is that He's called us to do. Because the reality is He doesn't put more on us than we can bear. It hurts, it's uncomfortable, it feels unfair, but it's not going to be impossible for us, and that's what's important. It's not impossible, that He has given us what is required to endure, what is required to persevere, what is required to bring Him glory. Whatever that may be, y'all. Well, I would love to be at home. Tina, I looked last night, and I will also say this, Prophet asked me to look last night because she is a wonderful mentor and covering, and she's like, I want you to check to see if you can go home because I want you to be with your family. And the Lord already told me that I wasn't supposed to leave, that I'm supposed to fulfill what it is that I've agreed to do. But we looked at that ticket, and it said non-refundable. It said nope. It's good that you were obedient and you listened and you looked. However, it is non-refundable. What did I do with my sponge? I just had it. Did y'all see me with my sponge just now? I'm looking at my camera again, talking to the camera because I can see myself. Okay, perfect. Thank you. So, ask yourself, what's the hard thing that you have allowed to deter you from remaining obedient? What's the hard thing that's kept you from showing up? And then ask yourself if there's ever been a season that seemed impossible for God, but He still showed up for you. You gotta ask yourself these things. Like, you don't get to turn off obedience, you don't get to turn off submission. And there's something in this space that I know is important, and it's not about, honestly, a word or anything like that. It's really about me being able to process and detach and be in a space that's separate from where everyone is that could overwhelm me and get me distracted from what I know to be true. That she's with Him, that she's celebrating her birthday with Him, and that she's happy to be with my granddaddy. I gotta hold on to that, y'all. I gotta hold on to that. And so being away is helping me to solidify that. Not being in the middle of the sadness, the fear. And that's another word for somebody. Sometimes you have to pull away from the people that are grieving in a way that would distract you. Because I am grieving and I am hurting. But there's also still a requirement to celebrate her life by living the way that she did. Fully submitted, still showing up, still keeping her word and her commitments. So it's not about business, it's about obedience. So anyways, I'm gonna finish getting ready. And hopefully this face turns out better, because yesterday, y'all, I looked a mess. A mess. And that's inappropriate. So I'll come back when the face is done. Okay? See y'all soon. Okay, second row. And then relaxing. Simply the side. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. All right, so.
Good morning. Good morning.
Okay. Well, we can probably figure that out, because we could do it during we will be at the back. What we're going to do this time to make it just a little bit easier, And you guys did a wonderful job last night, so please don't take this. You guys did it. You guys were wonderful. You guys were responsive. You guys were attentive. You guys were doing the thing, so I appreciate that. But this is going to be a whole different day. Can we agree to that? There's going to be... Oh, wow, I feel legit. Okay, so what we're going to do, the greeters, I'm going to need someone outside of the main door.
Not for you. They could be godly, but not your God sent. And so I love that they were operating in ministry and purpose before one another. So they're already active in a way where it can promote God to do something.
You almost lost your camera. How?
I don't know. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Sunday. We're laughing for multiple reasons. One, we just came back to, it's called La La Land?
La La Land Kind.
Okay.
Yeah.
La La Land Kind Cafe.
Yeah.
Y'all, so good. Like, so, sorry, this is a screen right here, by the way, from the car.
Oh, that is
so
there.
just be,
It's not.
and we can't sit you on it. So
That's really weird.
mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyways, we had avocado toast.
Yes. Ooh. So good.
Yes,
y'all.
and it's the La
Dream.
La Dream. So if you ever go, that's what we had. It has the burrata, which is a cheese on it, crispy chili flakes, pesto. Did it have the cream cheese on that? No, the queen had the cream cheese on it.
Yeah, no,
this one
cream
doesn't
cheese.
have the cream cheese on it.
I had mine.
It was
with
crisp.
blood.
It was chili crisp. That's what it was. And they also had chili flakes, but it was two different things.
Yeah, that's why my sinuses are clear.
Yes.
There we go.
But when we came last time, a girl was eating it, and we were like, "Oh, that looks really good." She told us what it was, and so we ended up coming back for it. And it was really, 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 really good. We had different drinks this time. The first time I had the Charlie, which was the cookie butter seasonal drink that they had, coffee that they had. Delicious, right?
Yes.
This time I had the La whatever the signature
Which one was that?
coffee was. Hold on.
Because I had. What did you have? The La Charlie.
Last time.
Last time, so I had La La Charlie. Last time matcha, and this time I had French toast matcha. It's just like French toast, y'all. Like if you eat French toast, drink that. It's equivalent.
Yeah, like we had no
crumbs.
y'all like
Like in literal sense, there's no crumbs. It was really good. Like, and it wasn't heavy. Like what you're talking about. Like it wasn't heavy. It was light, very filling.
text the full menu. Okay.
It's really good.
Okay, so here's what you should know. It is in Texas and California only.
Yes.
So we did figure that out. She was looking that up today. So when you go on their site, you'll see a Texas menu and a California menu. So we're going off of the Texas menu, obviously.
Right.
So they're two different things. And what I had the La La Latte. And so that's the La La Cloud, which you can also get as a coconut cloud. So it's non-dairy, but I got the regular one this time. On the Charlie, I got the coconut cloud. So just be aware of that. So this one is the La La Cloud honey, organic espresso, and milk. It was
So good.
delicious. It's not overly sweet or anything like that. It was really good. And then you had
I had the matcha French toast.
the matcha French toast. Okay, so that has maple syrup, cinnamon, organic matcha, and milk. I had oat milk in my coffee.
I had oat milk too.
Okay, she had oat milk too. Okay, perfect. So
So good.
it was so good. So we got the La La Dream toast. So burrata, pesto, avocado mash, crunchy chili oil, and chili flakes. So we were right about what was on it. And it was delicious. To the point that we were about to leave. Now, okay, also, let's say this, because we forgot to say this. The first time that we got it, we had the large.
We had large.
Okay?
Yes.
This time, we got smalls or regular size. They don't have smalls.
Regular.
So regular.
Yeah, regular and large.
Because we were like, oh, well, we haven't tried these before. Let's just get a regular and not really think anything about it. Y'all?
Bad idea.
Bad idea.
Very bad.
Just get a large.
Trust us. It's going to be great.
just get a large. They're not overly sweet. It's not heavy drinks, and you will drink all of it and be like, shucks, I should have had a large. Because the large, we didn't feel like we had to have another one.
Yes.
But it was very good. Like, we were like, oh, this is delicious. This is the perfect amount.
Yeah.
The regular, you're going to say, I need another one, which is why we pulled out and we just turned back around and we're like,
here we are. Debating. We're actually debating on going to another location, but that one is like almost 30 minutes away.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to be going back to the airport.
Yeah.
And it was a really cute location. It looks like a little house. It's on,
oh, you didn't tell them that?
Yeah.
How all the locations are
different. Oh, yeah. So all the locations are different. So they're all, that color scheme is like white and yellow. So very sunny. But there's one on Bell Avenue here in Dallas, and it looks like a little house. It's super cute. The one we're at, which you guys will have already seen some footage of that location, is very modern feel. Super cute. And then they have one that looks like a gas station. I was trying to find out.
Is that the one here too?
I think so.
Oh, okay. I thought that one was in California. Okay.
No, I think that's here. Hold on.
Okay.
And that's the one I actually really wanted to go to, because I'm like, we're here, why not? But you know, Petra keeps reminding me that, you know, we are on a time crunch.
Because what we don't want to do, and
oh, I know why. It was in Houston.
Oh, that's what. Okay,
that's why.
Got it.
And Houston is like almost 4 hours.
So Lane, if you're watching this, Lane's my cousin. Hey, when I come to Houston, we're gonna go here, because that's what we're gonna do. But one of the things that's a requirement for me is when I travel, I do not like to rush, because it makes me more frustrated, more frantic, more prone to accidents, more prone to missing something, and I just don't like it, and it kind of ruins the experience. And so that's what we're playing, you know, that's what we're working with right now. And honestly, it's been a very long weekend, but I do want the coffee though.
It's been a good weekend.
Yes, it has been a really good weekend. What we're gonna do is we're gonna recap with you after we get our drink.
There we go. I like that.
Because I don't want us to, because it's
our lemon Tony.
Yeah,
let's do that.
Okay, we're gonna be right back. See y'all in. Okay, so we're back in the car. T is getting GPS together for the airport. This time I got the upside down, which I just realized, shucks, I closed the menu. Okay, no. Okay, I have it. So I got the upside down latte, and that's vanilla, caramel drizzle, organic espresso, and oat milk. And this, to me, I'm assuming this is going to be a lot like the caramel macchiato, because that's what it sounds like to me.
Head north toward Beltline Road.
So I'm going to taste it. Let's see. Also delicious.
That's good.
Also delicious, y'all. Also delicious. I think, okay.
Oh,
This is the sweetest one I've had though. I will say that this is the sweetest.
oh, I got that mint in my mouth. That's what it tastes good, but I like,
You have some in your mouth.
yeah. I had that.
Gum. Oh yeah. Tell them which one you got so I can tell
What
them the
did I have?
description.
The Oreo.
Okay, so she got
Oreo dream.
So the Cookies and Dream
Cookie
matcha latte. So it has Oreo crumble, the Lala cloud, honey, vanilla, organic matcha, and oat milk.
That's good.
It's good. Okay, so now which one's your favorite out of the three? Because you had the Charlie. You had that one first? Did you have that one first?
I had that one
Okay,
first.
so she had the Charlie matcha, which is, again, their seasonal drink that has the cookie butter. The second one that you had was the French toast matcha latte. And this is your third one, the Cookies and Drink matcha latte. So which one is
French toast. French toast.
Okay.
French toast is my favorite. I actually wish I would have tried the upside down now.
Really?
Because I think I wanted to try the caramel.
Ah.
But this is good. This is still good.
Okay.
And I like its honey.
Okay. Heard. Okay. So I think my favorite is probably, because to me the cookie butter was really good. Like, I loved the Charlie. That one was absolutely delicious.
Yeah.
But I think that the Lala was probably my favorite, because it tasted similar to the Charlie.
Okay. Yeah.
Just obviously without the cookie butter, but also it has the elements of the upside down, and that I feel
Oh, it's good hybrid.
it's a good hybrid, because I actually forgot for 2 seconds that this had caramel. I thought it was honey. And there's honey in the Lala.
Okay.
So their caramel to me is very similar to honey.
But everything's organic. So
Everything's
everything
organic.
is very light. It's not overly sweet or anything like that. That's what I really like about this place. Like,
yeah, I'm
like, I don't feel like I'm gonna have a bad crash or anything like that. I'm just gonna stay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be steady. So
Yeah.
I really like that.
But to do 3 drinks and all of them be good,
That's hard.
that's hard.
That's hard.
I'm actually very impressed with that.
Mhm.
I'm very impressed. So now we know that you need to try the upside down when we come back.
Yes, definitely try it.
Like, and I'll try the cookies and dream as a coffee. And then depending on when we come back, it may be another seasonal drink.
Ooh, I wonder what summer's like.
Yeah. So that could also be a thing. So we said that when we got back in the car.
Turn right onto Beltline.
So we said that we were gonna do a debrief on the weekend, and that's what we're gonna do.
So good.
Such a good weekend. Such a good weekend. Like a really hard weekend. So I'm not gonna, breeze by that. But I don't necessarily want to talk about that right now. I already gave you guys insight into that, so I don't want to talk about it right now. I'll probably have to share thoughts on it all later, but as far as the weekend goes, I think it was great. It was full.
Yes.
Very busy.
Baby.
Very, very busy. But to be our first conference that we were doing together, like on this level, it was really, really good. And to see how, the background, logistics, organization, management, like all of that matters when you're talking about allowing a facilitator to actually create and facilitate an experience for their people, right? Like they can focus on that. Like it's what makes it go smoothly is you having someone else managing the details, right? Training your people, being the point of contact, so you don't have to worry about it, especially in faith-based events, because again, you have a different level of responsibility. It's not like a corporate event. So if you're thinking about like that type of event management, like that's different. There are different details that you have to take into consideration, right? But when you're talking about a faith-based event and managing the people, the vendors, helping to curate an experience, because you're actually helping to curate that experience by one, lifting the load from the facilitator, founder, whomever, visionary, whomever, but also being a point of contact so that these people that they're working with see you as an extension of them. So the way that you're interacting is also creating an experience for them, because they're engaging with someone who is someone of faith, who's supposed to have a certain level of character, who's supposed to produce differently. Like our fruits should be very different. So you're an extension of them. That's also a part of the experience. I think when you're talking about making sure, I'm gonna actually turn over here, making sure that you have an opportunity to get to know like their volunteers, have an opportunity to know what their flow is like, and then helping them to see, okay, I know what you're trying to create here. Like you want these speakers, you want to have this level of teaching, content, engagement, worship, XXX. Let me show you how to both have the time to do it, but also to honor your contracts with your venues, with your vendors, like all of those things. So then one, again, they're able to help birth their vision, but you're also able to ensure that it's not a miscarriage of the vision, right? Because when you're a lot of people talk about the birthing, but the reality is that there can be a miscarriage if you don't have all of the working parts going hand in hand. So you're thinking about, okay, I want worship for this amount of time. I want them to be able to go in like this. I want my panelists to be able to cover this, this, and this. Okay, cool. Let's look at your contracts. Let's talk about what the space actually allows. Would this make sense in this area? Are there noise constraints? Do you have a stage? Is there enough depth for people if you are, let's say it's a prophetic ministry, so you know there's gonna be a lot of laying of hands, a lot of running, like all those things. Like, do you have the space for these things? If not, let us look for new areas that will help to, again, keep your birthing from being a miscarriage. Like, that's important, right? So I think those are things that you want to think about. And what I really enjoyed about this weekend, because we do this for PP, we do it for hair braid, like that, we get it. But being able to kind of help someone else and see what it is that they're doing that's so different, but there are still elements that are the same and that we understand, was key. But also, you know, it was an honor for me to do this work for my mentor. Honestly, I'm kind of blown away. I was telling Tara, I was like, I don't know how in the world this happened,
Lord.
but I'm thankful.
Yeah,
I'm so thankful.
I'm so proud of her.
I'm so thankful.
Yeah, she did so good. Like, she did so good. So proud of her. Like, hands down.
Listen, you did so good. Listen, T was flowing. I could look at her. She could know the thing. We could, it was seamless. It was seamless. Like, there was never, T helped with just managing, making sure that people, you know, if things were falling through the cracks, like she was on hand. Okay, I'll take care of this. Covering the registration, but also creating.
Turn right onto I-635 Service Road, Lyndon B. Johnson Freeway.
Sorry guys. Also creating the digital workbook, which was beautiful, and we'll drop that right here so you guys can see the work. It is so beautiful. I was so proud of my friend.
Onto the I-635 West ramp.
Oh, that her work was shared with such an amazing group of women. So the digital workbook was created by her.
Turn left onto the I-635 West ramp, then merge onto I-635 West.
And so I think that speaks to also, like, be aware of who you're partnering with. Like, you have certain strengths, you have people around you that have their own strengths and that can support your areas where you're weak. Like, that's a really good lesson for those of you that are wanting to do business, or those of you that are in leadership. Like, you don't have to do everything. You're not going to be good at everything. You have to have other people around you that excel in their own lane. That is the point, and understanding how all of that works together. That's key, because a lot of people that call themselves leaders are really managers. You're managing a product, you're managing a workflow, and so that's different. But when you're talking about leadership, you're a visionary, and you understand that there are multiple parts that have to be connected, and so you're not necessarily doing all the things or handling all the things, right? You're creating this huge plan and saying, okay, this person does this person does this person does that. Oh no. Oh no. I think we got on a toll road. Hold on, I'm gonna let y'all see the city a little bit. Is it?
I saw a sign.
Where are you getting off on?
I was getting off at 13 miles. But what made me think it might be a toll is I saw one of those little, you know, those scan things when we got off. But I think it's set for no tolls.
Okay, if it's set for no tolls, then don't worry about it. Okay. We're not gonna worry. We've actually had a really good weekend. What we're not gonna do is worry.
That's true.
I'm not gonna worry. But yeah, so those are things that I would highly encourage you to do. Like, this is not a competition. This is not a comparison. Like, God has given people around you gifts, talents, and purpose that He wants to effectuate His glory through. And so allowing them to do that and flourish in their space is key. It is key. But to see T's work on display, see how T showed up, like, listen, it is a moment of pride to be able to go into your mentor space and bring your people and be like, they ain't finna embarrass me. They ain't finna embarrass me. I ain't gotta worry about it. Cause that's the thing. Like, you like, you finna show out in here or no? You know what I mean? But that was not, it wasn't a question. So I'm definitely thankful for that. But what I'm not thankful for is how heavy y'all are. My arm hurting. So I'm gonna see y'all at the airport. Y'all do this. Okay, y'all, it's cake time. I'm actually gonna have cake for breakfast. Darian brought cake. Darian, how do I open this? She's gonna help you. They're doing the wrong side?
No, this side.
Okay. Alright. Good morning. I look like morning. But Darian bought cake. And so we're gonna have cake for breakfast. Well, Robert's having these, what are these? Kodak pancakes?
Pumpkin pancakes.
Pumpkin pancakes. I'm not doing that.
With nutmeg and cinnamon. Spruce them up a little bit. Cause you can see this, you can see just the hate in that smile, can't you?
I have hate. I'm just gonna, this is what I'm gonna be eating.
Pumpkin.
This is personally what I'm gonna be eating. Look how pretty this is, y'all. It's chocolate cake, gold flakes. Look at that. I mean, what would you choose? Right. I deserve cake. So it's also National Coffee Day. It's our anniversary. It's all the things. So I'm actually gonna get some cake and I need to do some work. Don't judge me. I gotta do some work. And I'm gonna eat this cake. And then I'm gonna go out and get some coffee because Danielle, you guys have seen Danielle before. She recommended this coffee from CYM. I'm gonna go check them out. And then I have some other appointments. So we're gonna see what the day holds. All right, see y'all soon. I'm ready. Thank you so much. You guys have been enjoying the vlog thus far. This is September vlog, and honestly I wasn't sure that we were going to come back and add anything to it because again with the passing of grams I kind of just took a little bit of a break, but I did want to end the vlog on a high note, and so Rob and I are going to do our traditional anniversary chat with you all. It won't be long, but we do want to do our reflections, maybe share a goal or two, advice, whatever kind of comes to mind. But we did want to end the vlog with this. So you want to start by reflecting on this past year, or what do you want to start with?
Oh, I don't know. Ladies first. Ladies, reflect. Let's do a look back. We'll do a look back first. Reflection, as they call these things. And as always, you always let your wife go first.
No.
You know?
Yes, you should technically, but I.
Oh, she wants me to lead. That's
yes,
what it is.
I would like that.
I got it. Okay. I'll lead. All right. You know, so first I would say that tremendous growth in this house. I think the boys had a wonderful summer.
Oh yeah.
Evie had a good summer. We were very, very busy, but I would say it was it was not a wasted busy. It's not just busy for the sake of it. Mm-hmm. Had a very, I would say from a marital standpoint, we did a much better job of getting aligned on, does that mean your battery's dying?
Yep. Y'all, we'll be back. That's funny. That's actually hilarious.
That's how you get things started, all right? Monitor the batteries. You wouldn't believe how many times we were in service. Those batteries on the cameras go out.
I think it's a really good point though for your marriage. Monitor the battery of your marriage. That was something from this summer that I think really blessed us. Our children being away, us being able to replenish, recharge our marriage battery was super, super helpful. So that is the first thing as far as reflections go that I would add.
I recognized all these things about my wife this year. It was like the scales had fallen. Oh, but my wife was looking at me like she like. Okay, say it right. So, but I think it was more so because I think I changed more than that she changed specifically. I was actually actively working to be more sensitive this year. Mm-hmm. I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm terribly dialed into my emotions, or rather, I'm very much aware of them, and I very willingly move them out of the way so I can accomplish the task at hand.
That's true.
Right?
Yes.
So it's like, hey, there's lots of times to like pity and moan and cry and
not that I do that, guys.
No. I'm saying for me.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, I feel like I don't have the time or maybe perhaps the mental energy to commit to that and do these other things, because that would be happening in the very wee hours of the morning when typically I'm probably just working out anyway and stuff or reading. So I've become more intentional about those things. And what I've discovered is my wife is a very sensitive person. And not in a bad way, but just say she's very aware of how she feels about things. And I actually have a great ability to help her with redirection. And not, because sometimes you have valid emotions and valid feelings. And because I'm also very aware that I have valid emotions, valid feelings, I typically just like, okay, hey, but you need to do these things. And so, or think cut off. What happened? Where'd we go?
You were talking about my sensitivity and learning how to help redirect that, better respond. You compartmentalize. You don't have as many emotional responses. What?
Go ahead.
The battery is charged, so we're back.
Battery is charging. Yes, battery is charged. We have returned. We've forgotten what we talked about.
As you can see, you call all that. So we're just gonna pick up. We're doing reflections.
We were. So reflections, you know, I think obviously having kind of continue to crack the code that is Petra. Becoming quite expert at this, I would say. In any case, but yeah, also one thing that I've started to learn is, so I'm a very kinetic person. So I've had varying degrees of challenges with the children and being able to communicate with them as effectively as I would like. Not so much that I don't communicate effectively, but there's certain experiences, for example, like a breastfed child just don't have as much need from our bonding, just wasn't quite there. So I had early on in life had a better bond with Everly because I spent a whole lot more time with her than like her first obviously with the pandemic, like first few years of life, spent way more time with her. And so I always felt this, I try to close this gap, and again, it may be perceived or anything, but it was always like, you know, you expect your sons to run to you, and then these sons run to mama, and you was like, hey, what about daddy? So we did want to close that gap, found a bit of a way to communicate with them better. Petra's smiling really hard right now, so I don't know. Okay, good. Found some ways to communicate with them better. They've actually found a bit more of a desire to do some of the kinetic things that I like to do, some of the more outdoorsy stuff and the sporting stuff that I enjoy. Also, spending some more time, I found some like multiplayer games to play with them. Like, so example, Petra was gone on the weekend, and I was playing I like RPGs, role-playing games, for anyone who doesn't know. So we're playing an RPG, and the boys like to do what they call grinding, which means that you're trying to level up, so you're playing a specific area of the game over and over again to acquire some kind of points, stats, whatever it may be. And so I was trying to grind a little bit to level up. And they saw me, they're like, oh, this is cool, watching Daddy grind. Or grinding on this game. And so they thought that was really cool. I thought it was like, oh, y'all like that? So we kind of had those little additional touch points. I was chatting with Jack about he really enjoys Legos, and just kind of talking to him about like how I used to enjoy Legos and then some other things I enjoy. So I think we're starting to connect on some different wavelengths that I would say is valuable, but it has taken like almost a decade with Jackson to find those touch points where we not so much where we both have some alignment, but also he's a very independent child, so he, in certain ways, he hasn't directly said like, hey, I need your help with this, outside of giving him time on his tablet, which is as a father, is like very very like, hey, punch the clock, right, do the thing, but doesn't feel like it's filling the cup of value and of legacy that you want to leave behind as a parent. And maybe it is, and maybe I'll see more of that over the long haul, but in the moment it just feels like, man, I could give you something great to eat. They're like, now we want McDonald's. It's like, but no, there's really good food out there. We're good. So I think we're finally turning the corner into doing some really cool stuff together. So I'll put a bow in that for now. Maybe next year we'll have done some really awesome stuff. Why she's laughing? These things are top of mind. These things are like way up on the pyramid.
I can tell. I can tell.
I
can tell. And I would say that you have gotten better at expressing the things that are very important to you, even if I don't necessarily understand them, which I think is good, because I think being married for 11 years, you're still learning something new about your spouse every day, every week, every month. Like, it's, if you're doing it right, let's say it that way, if you're doing it right, I think that you're constantly going to learn your spouse. You're never going to think that you have all the answers to them, that you have it all figured out, but also that you're not looking for the new evolutions of them, the new phases of them, their new wants, needs, desires, all the things. So it's always good to hear those things, witness those things, and kind of figure out a way to plug in. And honestly, guys, this is not about whether or not you agree of if these things are important, because some of the things that are important to me may not be important to him, and vice versa, but it's supporting them in navigating the importance for them and how you can support them there. Not necessarily saying that you agree with it, because again, you each have your own set of needs and wants. And I heard something really, really good at the conference that I was just at. I went to my mentor, Prophetess Christie's conference, and one of the things that was spoken about is that the word talks about us becoming one flesh, not one soul, not one spirit, not one mind, right? But one flesh. And so you are still your own person. There are things that you are connected with. You move in the same way. Obviously, one flesh, you're connecting physically, like all the things, right? But you still have your own wants, needs, and desires. And so keeping that in perspective and learning how to support each of us in that space without taking away from our oneness, I think is really key and important. I think that is something that I have definitely seen play out over this past year. And I think both of us have done a better job, or tried to do a better job, of pulling back on the projection of the other person agreeing with us, because that's not necessarily going to be the case.
I agree. Because we don't agree on some things.
Yeah. I actually don't think our list is that long.
It's not that long. It's not that. But we have, but also in those disagreements, they are very, I'm going to say intense, rooted. There we go. Mm-hmm. We're like, hey, but there's also the fact that some of these are also perspective driven. And what I mean by that is they may not hold in all situations, mm-hmm. right? Certain things are, right? Like I'm not a big coffee drinker, but mm-hmm. certain things like, hey, at this time I'm drinking coffee. Like, I thought you didn't like coffee. It's not that I don't like it. It's just at this moment it doesn't seem to be the thing that I want, right? And so I think we've had far more discussions this year, and actually discussions, I think. Mm-hmm. But we don't argue in front of our kids. We're I would say very pleasant. I've learned, guys, if you're watching, I've learned, and maybe not all women are like this. My wife is. I've learned you can have it, because I am very much I like to win. I like victory. I like to conquer things. I like to overcome things. And there's certain things you got to play the long game on. Mm-hmm. And there's many things you have to play the long game on. And so you just have to like plant seeds and do small things and be persuasive, but also evaluate your position of rightness and is this a ought, right? Ought these things to be, or is it a, hey, I like things this way? And those are two very different perspectives. Ought is, you know, those are much more like this is a moral imperative in that regard. Or is this something that we can weave in and how we approach certain aspects of how we raise our children, how we interact in our marriage, what is right for us may not be what works for everyone else in that regard. So lots of learning there. But what I do value about my wife a lot is that she often has a different perspective in the areas that we have. Let's say often we have different perspectives, particularly around like raising children at times, right? There's certain things we're like, hey, that's just bedrock, that's easy to go at. I would say within marriage, though, I think we're pretty in our marriage itself that's probably the easiest part of it all. Kids bring in a whole other wrinkle because your job is to shape and mold. And I have probably a more heavy. Let me say this like probably. I have a much more heavy-handed approach, significantly more heavy-handed approach. That probably is effective.
Sure.
In its proper context. However, there is always the opportunity to be a bit more nuanced in those areas and probably not as rigid. Although it works for me because I've always been a certain way, it may not work for my children that same way. And am I depriving them of knowing who they are and how they operate in those perspectives? And so I've learned to listen to Petra a lot more in those, like, again, this is a work in progress, but I have learned to listen to her a lot more and kind of like take feedback and walk away from a debate with a measure of self-reflection and see if these ideological boundaries that we run up against are actual places to have that as much contention as perhaps we have, and say, okay, you were right. I've said that a lot more this year too, I think. Would you say?
Sure, yeah.
Probably not in those words.
But I think it all equates to that, yes.
But it's like, okay, I hear what you're saying, you know. And it's hard in the moment. I've learned this too. It's hard in the moment to be like, I mean, how many times have you want to argue, have you had a debate with someone and they were like, you're right, like in the moment?
Yeah,
it's hard to like,
yeah,
like,
count on a hand. Yeah.
Because, and this is also part of it, is like when you win something, usually you win it in that moment, right? But to win someone over, or to win together in a position, it's usually not something that's just like, oh, boom, I threw the big joker down, game over, here's where we are. It's oftentimes like it's a long-term progression. It's a long-term conversation. It's a long-term getting other perspectives, reading other perspectives, and then bringing those back to the table. And not so much trying to bolster your argument specifically, but taking these other viewpoints and incorporating them into like, hey, is this the right recipe for us?
Right. Yeah, I think when you talk about like the recipe, I think I've come into a place of working to see that both ingredients are needed. So his approach, I think, is effective at producing a certain outcome. Like, he can be very heavy-handed, but it does produce a specific result, right? And so I can tell that that's where his focus is, and me being more open to the fact that results are needed, that there are certain things that do need to be produced within our children, things that we do need to kind of encourage, if that makes sense. Whereas I feel that my approach is focused more so on the relationship side. Like, what are we producing as far as our relationship with our children, helping our children to be well-rounded as individuals in cohesive environments where they're engaging and attaching to other people. And so mixing the two as not just results driven, Like there's a product that has to come out, and not just the way that they're engaging or their connections, like not just that, like we have to put it all together and finding, like Robert said, the correct balance for our household, our family, so that they are well-rounded individuals. They're not heavy on one side and not the other, right? They need to be balanced, because we have to be balanced when, especially as you mature in today's society, you have to be balanced. You don't want to be heavy in either area, because I think that there can be emotional, mental, spiritual upheaval if you haven't found that and really nurtured balance. So I would absolutely agree with that. But I agree with Rob, like our relationship, we've always been able to say this to you guys, like our relationship has typically always been very good, very even. But when it comes to children, we would say that's probably the area where a lot of our pushback comes from, and us trying to figure out how to navigate that. I would absolutely say that, for sure.
Yeah, because we talked about most of the things that were important to us.
And they've held true.
I'll be honest, I don't even know if it's, I don't know that we've encountered a situation in our marriage that we didn't previously discuss.
I agree.
I don't think there's anything. I do think with kids, you get into a deeper area that's it's just hard to get to until you have kids, and you're like, oh, okay.
And children are different.
Yeah, and children are very
different. There's none of them are the same. So that's also a thing. What you learned with one doesn't necessarily apply to the other.
Yes. Yes. And I think, you know, partly I'm a twin, so part of it is like, hey, this works for two people I know.
Right, exactly.
And it's like, hey, why don't we just like take this paintbrush and just paint it all over everybody else?
And it doesn't work that way.
And it doesn't necessarily work that way. There's things to draw from, right? You can mix this color with this one and get something good for this, you know, for this palette or this room, whatever it may be. But you do have to let them figure out and make a determination of who they want to be, or rather, probably not good advocate. Rather, you want to make sure that who they need to be and who they're developing into is a person that can be productive, but isn't, again, not skewed so dramatically that they can't function in the world in a way that is efficacious for their benefit, for the benefit of others, for the benefit of the kingdom, those kind of things. And so again, I've learned a lot to be, I can get results. I'll go through a lot of pain to get those results. But that's not everybody. And it's okay that may not be everyone. Where can they serve the best? How can they be their best version of themselves? But I've known who I wanted to be. We talked about this yesterday. I've known who I wanted to be since I was like 4. I was very sure. What'd you call me the other day? What'd you say?
Very confident?
There you go. I was trying to, didn't you say something else? Was it confident?
Well, I said that you've learned to show up confidently even if you're uncertain.
Okay, yes. But we run into, and I be boosting my wife's confidence all the time. I love,
yes,
like, I be boosting my wife. It's like, oh yeah, listen, be surprised. Like I be telling Petra, oh yeah, you can do that. Oh, you can do that. Like that's you. And while there is a measure of, like, you still have to do things, right? I think a lot of it starts with, everything starts with faith, right? You can't do something if you don't believe you can do it. And so I'm a huge cheerleader of my wife. Oh yeah, you do that. Oh yeah, get that done. Wife don't be believing everything she can do. I was like,
that's actually true.
I believe. I'm all for it. But our biggest conversations right now, at least, I would say, are kids. I want to say we're so much worried about our future in a, like, we have a lot of thoughts around that, but I wouldn't say it's anything that causes us, we discuss our children a lot. But again, as far as our marriage goes, let me tell you, she smiles so hard. It's hard to know what
I'm not. I'm just listening to you. But I don't want the battery to die again.
Oh, so the battery gonna die again. I'm checking it. Yeah.
You have to be aware.
Let me tell you what I do be checking. Let me tell you what I do be. Are we 20 minutes in already?
Yeah.
We keep going. Let me tell you what I do be checking about my wife's sense of humor. I tell you, Petra is like, remember that verse? I think it's like, it says, And Mary took all these things into her heart and pondered these things. Mary pondered all these things in her heart. That's my wife, B. She would just be sitting there. She like, and you'd be like, see right there. She's pondering things in her heart right now.
So good.
What she think about? What does she think about?
I just wanted.
We also have a lot of coffee. I think.
Sorry, guys.
Petra's just beating up. We also, what we found, I think, I figured out Petra's brand of comedy this year.
Really? What's that? Sorry, guys. I have not gotten a lot of sleep over the past couple days. I don't know if Rob has gotten a lot of sleep, but I have not. Like, as soon as we're done with this, I'm probably gonna just lay down.
We are a very we function very well absent of sleep.
We do, actually.
I would say.
Yeah, we actually do.
We did discover that. And we tag team, I would say, very effectively.
Yes,
For
sure. But we're taking the time now to catch up on that rest and be intentional about that, because we do have a lot of things coming up at the end of the year. A lot. So we want to be prepared for that. And I think that that's one of the things that I would want to leave you all with, is to be intentional. If you're married, if you're engaged or in a long-term relationship, like, be intentional about the time that you spend with your significant other. And the reason I say that is because we actually plan this every year. We take the time, like, we know that we can look forward to it, one, so it gives us a sense of expectation and anticipation, but also we know that what we're going to do, so that for us it's important for us to still feel productive in that time, even if it's just resting. Like, we're using that time wisely for ourselves, because again, it gives us a goal and a sense of accomplishment. So that's important for us. I think also being intentional about the time shows the care and the investment that you're making into the relationship, so it helps the other person to feel like they matter in the grand scheme of your life. Because the longer you're together, it can feel very much so like a routine, and that you're just, just drifting, right, and just going.
And we broke lots of routines this year.
We did.
All this hair broke routine.
But I don't think you regret me liking
no,
that.
it was listen, that was a relational stronghold we had to overcome. It was like, go get it. And it has been.
I'm very happy.
Yeah, she's very happy.
I'm
very happy. My wife's very happy. It actually worked out very well.
So shout out to Khadija.
Shout out Khadija.
So her information is going to be on the bottom for those of you that are looking for traditional Microloc installs. Her information will be right here. But I do think that those are things, like he said, breaking the routine, but also being, again, I'm still going to use the word being intentional about it. Like, we're not breaking routine just to break routine. Like, there are things that I think that Rob realized that I needed, things that I've been talking about. Okay, the SIM card got full. This is just like proof. Like, we got to go back to like resting and just, because we're rambling on, but we wanted to make sure that we got all these things to you. But again, being intentional, pouring in, breaking routine to break routine is not the goal. Break routine for a purpose, a reason, that a goal that both of you can get behind and support and truly invest in. And also, I think just figuring out the evolutions of your relationship, what's needed, what routines need to stay and what needs to shift. Because again, you don't want to become complacent in your relationships. You want to always nurture, support, and stretch them, really.
I agree.
Yep.
Change is inevitable, and for those who jump on it first and those who are willing to dive in, you have to sow early to reap. And so I think we had to enter a time where it's okay, there's more for us to do. It's not getting easier so much, but are you getting stronger?
Right.
And so if you don't change, it's going to be hard. If you could stick to the same routine over and over again, it's hard to get stronger. And we good? Okay. And so this is our objective, to get stronger, because and hopefully strengthen those around us more, because I think we need the village
For sure.
and the surrounding pieces, and our children, of course, to be part of that that process, because they're making us better, even if they don't know it, even through the challenges, even through some of the ups and downs that you experience. like they hopefully, you know, we're trying to become better for them, through them, so that we can make them better as well.
Absolutely. I think that's a
And then we get better too. It's good for us because we get to wrestle over stuff. Because I would argue that it has been pretty easy maritally from the standpoint of like we communicate, we do the things, but we do want to get better at every piece. And we may find something where we have a gap, and we're going to close that quickly.
For sure. I agree. I think, again, do the work. Do the work. If you want to be in a relationship, it's dying again. If you want to be in a relationship, do the work of maintaining your relationship. That's what we're going to leave you with, because again, our battery is dying, our SIM card is getting full. We're going to go rest. We're going to enjoy the time. I really appreciate you for following along. I hope that you enjoyed the vlog. If you did, do me a favor, leave a comment below, like the video, make sure that you subscribe, share it with other people so that we can grow the pretty crew, because I want all the faith besties to get all the things. And again, thank you all for your love, support with the passing of my grandma. And yeah, I will see you in the next vlog. Bye.
Light over likes, y'all. Love you.